Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning from Texas. I am VP Barron, aka Larry Tateka, Larry Tofteca. Uh, and this is how to gain one Patreon supporter. Hey, how to gain one Patreon supporter. I didn't say 10, I didn't say 100, I didn't say 1,000. I said how to gain one Patreon supporter. Okay? Because let's think about it. You're building a house. You got to start with that first house. Excuse me. You got to start with that first brick first. You know. So how to gain one Patreon supporter? Now the way to do that is you have to have awesome content. You have to have awesome content, and you got to really try hard at what you do. You have to try really hard. Like me, I make video games. I make computer games. I try my best at them. A lot of times it takes me like a year or 6 months in order to finish that computer game, that video game before I send it out. I test it. I play it a bunch of times. I make sure that it's fun to me before I release that. If it's garbage to me, then I don't release it to my fans. I made games that I felt were garbage, and then I just deleted them and chunked them. And probably a few fans would have enjoyed them, but to me they were garbage, so I just chunked them to the side and threw them away. You have to have awesome content. You have to make awesome music. Anybody that knows the music that I make, not bragging, but I feel that they know that I make awesome music and I try hard at music and I try to make uh, like legendary music. That's what I try to do. I'm not trying to give you guys any kind of music that's garbage. Well, that's a waste of my time. That's a waste of your time. I'm giving you the best that I can, and you can even hear my music here on my channel. If you feel like it is free, you don't have to pay anything for it. I have a bunch of more stuff for free on my Patreon. So, gain one patron support. You got to have awesome content. Another thing is you have to love your fans. You have to genuinely love your fans. I have the best fans in the face of the whole universe. My fans are the best in the universe. Tech frothers are the best. Tech frothers are the best fans ever. You know, so you have to genuinely love your fans. If you genuinely love your fans, they're going to be able to pick up on that. They're going to know, man, that guy, he really is, with us. And because when I had tough times in my life, I give you an example. When I made the song "Tired of Life," it was a rough point in time in my life. But my fans picked up on that song, and it's my most popular song I've ever made. "Tired of Life." That's the most popular song I've ever made. Um, and I don't think it'll be the most popular song that I ever make because I got some stuff in the future that is quite cool. But who cares? Even if that is the most popular song I ever made, who cares? That was my fans are awesome for supporting it. You got to make awesome music. You got to really genuinely love your fans. Now, another thing is when you get your wealth and your finances, you got to be wise with it. You got to make smart moves. You got to make smart decisions with it. Don't blow your money. Don't blow your money. This is how you gain Patreon support. One Patreon supporter. That's all we're looking at. How to gain one Patreon supporter. And I thank anyone who has ever supported me on Patreon. I thank anyone who's ever supported me on Patreon. Um, it's just cool. You make your stuff, you put your heart into it, you make your products, and then there's somebody out there that's willing to buy your product. It's the coolest feeling. It's the coolest thing, you know. And like I said, check out my Patreon. As a matter of fact, if you're seeing this, if you're watching this, check out my Patreon. There's a ton of free stuff on there, and if you like the free stuff, the stuff that you have to pay for is even better. You know, it's even better than the free stuff. But check out my Patreon when you get a chance. How to gain one patron supporter with your content. Like I say, try hard. Don't give people garbage. People, humans are smart. They're gonna be able to tell if something stinks, and they're gonna be like, "Man, I'm not supporting this. I'm not even gonna waste my time with this." And they're gonna go to somebody like me, or somebody even better than me. You know, so just you know, uh, try your best. Oh, and that's another thing. open a Patreon, so that you can be a creator and create a ton of products for the people and give some of it away to people for free. But then after that, some of it they have to pay for. I have a ton of stuff for free. I have a ton of stuff that people have to pay for. I have a well balanced system with that. So that concludes my video on how to gain one Patreon supporter. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask questions in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get back to you as quickly as possible. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day today, because I know that I am. All right. Love you all. Bye bye. Tech frothers.